Hello, this is Dave, and welcome to Equity Story. It was quite amusing, really. On Sunday evening, we did say that the markets should go up this week, or the charts say they should go up, but our gut instinct told us that wasn't going to happen. And the gut won the day, and you can see we are down this week. And I don't like weeks that have failed buy signals, to be honest. And the last time we had something sort of, I think, a good buy signal which failed like this was here you go, back in December 2013. Had this nice 3 weeks up which we've had recently, and then this failed buy signal and come back and retested that blue happy line. I think we'll go back and retest that blue happy line, and hopefully we'll hold that level. So I am expecting the next 2 weeks to be pretty negative, which I suppose is a little bit bizarre, because as you know, we are nervous at the moment, Equity Story, and since we opened Equity Story in roughly, was it June 2014, you can see all this period the market has been pretty scary, but we haven't been sort of negative or taking profits until now. And the last month and a half we've been selling a lot of 3-year growth stories, because we do believe the market looks potentially could have a decent fall. So it is a little bit strange what's Equity Story doing, going and putting another 3-year growth on today. So I'll just go over that first of all before I talk about anything else. And the reason we put out on Money 3 is that we believe it's cheap. It's on an FY 16p of 12. It's on an FY 17p of 9, and this company could potentially have double-digit growth for the next 2 or 3 years. So we've got a much higher target price. It's in sort of bold and sort of money lending, which arguably, if times get tough, could actually do quite better. So the fact that company's cheap, making a lot of money, and last year I think they actually beat their guidance, and hopefully we think this year they could do as well. We think it's really good value. So go on the website, read the story. I think this is another great Coppets story. Sorry, Coppets is one of our brilliant analysts, and as you can see over the last 3 years, over the last year and a half, how brilliant all our 3-year growth stories have been. So there's no reason I don't think this can't be another fantastic story for our members. First of all, I'd like to secondly, I'd like to apologize. We were going to put out a 10-bagger. Unfortunately, we've got issues with the revenue model, or understanding it. We are still in the process of talking to management and working through it. And plus the fact, which didn't help, the stock went and opened today about 20-25% higher, which obviously was a bit of a no-no to put it on. But anyway, it's I think we'll just wait for the next few days, let it cool off, get all the hype out of the stock, and start understanding where this revenue model is, and potentially how good it can be, and then we'll put it on. We're not gamblers here at Equity Story. We're investors. We have trending systems. We look at growth. We look at revenue, but we don't gamble. So sometimes we'll buy a good story, but really where this market is at the moment, you don't want to be in just a story. You want to be in a story that's going to make money, and that's obviously the idea. Obviously having a look at the moment, sort of, we're not again putting out any trending stocks. Apologies, but the market has hit to a degree a brick wall. What we've got, I'm happy to hold really. Burson, holding that, it's one of the best trending stocks, and again it had pretty good price action today. They have just gone and bought 2 businesses whilst we're trending them. It doesn't help, and raised money at 5.85, and but I think it looks absolutely fine. I just do FPH as well. FPH sort of holding the trend line. It looks absolutely fine. ORE, fundamentally, I think one of the best stories, potential stories. This could do really well next year. Again, market cap of what is it now? It's like 750 million. The revenue next year could be upwards to around 350, 400 million. Great story. And tactically, we've also got those Evolution Northern Star. They're not doing that well at the moment because the gold price did get a little bit sold off last week, but we do feel it's formed a base, and I think there's interesting price action in India. And the first time this year, the Indians are paying more than the standard rate for gold, which is a really, really, really good sign. Shows that the physical demand is there, and I think from this roughly around this sort of 1,250 level, gold's forming a base, and I think it'll make this next run up. And I've got an inchy-winchy feeling that Evolution, Northern Star are going to be, by the end of the year, going to be really, really good money winners for us, because I think there's a lot of volatility out there, and I think gold will do very, very well. Well, I think it's going to do very well actually for the next 2 years, but certainly in the short term, that's what we want to do with trending, is looking for short-term gains. I think gold will do. The gold story will do very well for us. Just having a look at the weekly buy and sell signals. Obviously, the week was negative, but generally speaking, the classic buy signals. You can see MVP, held up pretty well, and I think still got that buy signal going. So next week it could certainly go on with it. CSR ended the week, I think, slightly up, just very marginally, as did AMC, again ending the week up, obviously outperforming the market, and Aristocrat, ending the week slightly down, but it looks still absolutely fantastic. So don't have sort of pretty pleased how those sort of weekly buy signals have performed, and certainly the bullish stocks in a sort of bad week obviously have done all right. Wolseley has done well, it's up. BHP, let's have a look at these sort of sorry, just bring this over here. BHP, just have a look. So open the week at sort of 23.40, went as high as 23.87. So initially sort of went on with it. SVW opened the week at 9.07, been as high as 9.19. ResMed opened the week at 8.44, went as high as 8.66. Since then, it did come back a little bit. Again, CAR opened the week at 12.42, been as high as 12.50. Ended the week a little bit further down. What did TWE do? That did very well. Look, it's opened at 11.32 and been as high as 11.49. So, I mean, generally speaking, they've done okay, and I think you'd have seen what you would expect is the bearish stocks to be even more bearish this week in such a bearish climate, and I think EHE opened the week at 301. It's been as low as 258, closed at 262. JHC, 192, closed at 185. MMS, sort of opened at 12, that closed at 1173. And SYR 363. So went as low as 347, but actually closed more or less par at 367. So again, generally speaking, those weekly buy and sell signals are doing pretty well in a market which is very, very volatile. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for listening to Equity Story. That's all I've got to talk about tonight. I'm looking forward for another exciting week, and Money 3, enjoy it, because I think it's if you haven't bought the stock, go on the website, read up about it. I think it's a fantastic story, and should be a great addition to our 3-year growth portfolio. Anyway, have a good weekend, and thank you for listening to Equity Story. Good night.